Dad, I need some water.
Water? Get it yourself, you lazy bum. I mean, there's not infinite water.
Huh? There isn't?
Actually, we don't even have 1% of fresh water to drink.
We don't?
Well, duh.
Actually, one of my old friends used to work to preserve water.
Really?
Yeah, he had a very tragic childhood and eventually worked hard to preserve water.
That's so cool. Tell us all about him.
Okay, sure. On a normal school day, Salva Dut was bored in class when guns started firing in the air and soldiers came into Salva's class trying to recruit him for the war. His teacher screamed at him to flee to the bush, which is the jungle. He ran as far as he could with all of his classmates and other people trying to flee. He was in the jungle for weeks when people started to have the idea to go to the Itang refugee camp in Ethiopia. 6 years later, the camp didn't have the funding to keep up with the camp. So he fled to another camp. This time it was the Kakuma refugee camp in Kenya. 2 years later, his name got put on the board for kids that are going to Rochester, New York. He was so happy that he didn't have to live on the verge of death anymore. Salva would get a family that would take care of him and provide for him. Eventually, as Salva grew up, he realized that he should help people that were living with a lack of water like he did years ago. So he started a funding program that would create wells for the people without water.
Wow, he works so hard just to keep people like us hydrated.
Not just to make us hydrated, water has so many other resources. There are lots of ways that a lack of water affects people other than being dehydrated. It mostly affects women who normally have to walk to water instead of getting an education. They have to walk up to 12 hours to get water instead of doing important things like school, which leads to them not making enough money to succeed in life.
Crazy. That's crazy.
I'm going to think twice about wasting water next time.
Me too.
Yeah, you better.